What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Danny back again at the CornerCade for another Arcade1Up CornerCade room tour. And I'm going to show you guys all the big changes that we made and all the additions to come. So let me go ahead and start this off. Let me swing you guys around to our first cab here, and that's going to be Star Wars. The Atari Star Wars cab. I know they just came out with a re-release with the nice black trim on it, the faux coin door, and the continuous artwork throughout. If that price point lowers and I can sell this one, I'll make the switch if it's kind of like an even trade, just because I like that coin door and the black trim. But for right now, this guy is here to stay. It's super fun. We have a blast playing that one. To the right of that, it's going to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Awesome cab, great form factor. I know this one got panned hard because the online play just came 7 months later, but I don't really play online, so it really didn't affect me at all. I play with friends, family, and the computer, so I'm good there. But I absolutely love this lineup of games. Children of the Atom is one of my favorite games on here. Definitely fun to play. I haven't got to play that one because I own the MVC1 cab before this, so it's definitely a welcome addition for me. But definitely an awesome cabinet. To the right of that, we're going to move to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is the only shooter in the CornerCade. But I definitely love that update that they did where they got rid of the softening pixel smoothing. It made this cab god awful, but it was definitely just playable at that point. But it definitely tweaked it. It's so much better now. So much more sharper pixels. Just looks more HD. It's definitely awesome. Gets a lot of play in the CornerCade for being the only shooter, but we are waiting in the weeds for Time Crisis, so I can't wait till that comes out, since that one's definitely going to get added to the CornerCade in the future there. So to the right of that, we got the Centipede Atari Legacy. Awesome cab, very underrated. Crystal Castles and Centipede get the most gameplay on here. This monitor is not as bad as people say, especially if you're sitting down. It's really just fine. I'd much rather prefer this over the Atari Tempest, just because the Atari Tempest has major PCB issues and pretty much blows after like 2 weeks of play. We had one and it even happened to us, so I can definitely speak upon that. But I would definitely recommend picking up the Centipede cab. Awesome controls, awesome marquee, volcano buttons are sweet, full coin door right there. It's great side art even though you can't see it, but it's great side art. Definitely recommended. I'm going to swing this over here now to this next aisle, and this we're going to have the Golden Tee XL 3D Golf. We ended up selling our quarter scale for $400, and I picked this up at Best Buy for $315. So it's definitely an awesome deal. Upgraded features included the nice slide-in marquee there. It's definitely better, more high def looking. The speaker grills, better speakers. The 19-inch monitor. The wider control panel, so you don't smack your hand when you're spinning the trackball. Gonna have the faux coin door with the black front, which is great. Obviously the seamless design with no riser. It's gonna have the live feature, so you get those live updates. It's gonna have more games. It's got 6 Golden Tee games instead of 4, plus shuffle shot, and the most game that's played on here is bowling. Super fun to play. It's like a 2-minute game. Just pick them up, put them down. The screen is god awful though. When you're playing right in front of it, it's really not the worst, but it's still bad. If you're going from the side to side, if you have people like watching you, it's not the greatest experience. But if they ever came out with a 3/4 scale Golden Tee in the future, I would definitely replace it. But for $315, it's a heck of a deal. I'm not a big fan of the XL cabs, so like going forward, I'm just gonna get the 3/4 scale just because my room is 14 by 14. I can fit more cabs in going smaller. So for me, I like the 3/4 scale. But these are very close to getting to the real size arcades, which is kind of what everybody's looking for. To the right of that, we have Big Blue. Great cabinet, gets a lot of gameplay. My wife loves it. I have to sit down to play this because I'm 6 foot, so I'm a little too tall with that control panel. As you can clearly see here, it sits pretty low, so just be aware of that if you're looking to pick this one up. Street Fighter Puzzle Fighter gets the most gameplay on this with me and my wife, but it has a great collection of fighting games, beat 'em up, shooters, and there's even a Capcom sports game on there, which is pretty fun. So it was definitely worth the $150 from the Red Cross charity event. That was a no-brainer right there. To the right of that, Ridge Racer, the only racing game in the CornerCade. Definitely fun. Get a lot of gameplay out of this one. We did upgrade the pedals for 25 bucks. I highly recommend you do that. They're hard plastic with rubber tops. Just gives your pedals more grip and better stability. I might even upgrade the marquee in the future from Joe Sabos, so see how that goes. But definitely a lot of fun. Ridge Racer, totally worth it. Again, we picked this up for like $3.99 on a sale. Most of the cabs are on a sale, so that's how we kind of do it. Next up, we're gonna have Street Fighter 2 Shinhu Hadouken version. Absolutely love this cab. Great side art. The form factor is great. The marquee is fantastic. The control panel is awesome. It's just a beautiful cabinet. Great collection of games. Gets a lot of gameplay in the CornerCade. This ain't going anywhere anytime soon. To the right of that, we'll have Mortal Kombat 30th anniversary. Awesome form factor on this cab. Great artwork. I absolutely love this one. Thing gets panned a lot for the screen. The screen's actually not that bad. If you were to rate like worst screens, obviously it's not a BOE, and that's obviously our #1 screen. Nobody's saying that. It's just this one is really not that bad. You kind of get used to it when you're playing it. I think what's worse would be the Pac-Mania screen and the Golden Tee by far. Like, those are the ones that would be like, it's playable, but it's not a great experience. But with the MK30th, it's really not that bad. To the right, we're gonna have Killer Instinct. Kind of disappointed with Killer Instinct. This is one of my favorite cabs, but we got booted with that hack when that happened that one night, and then the machine was totally dead, so it was really disappointing. But you know, we reached out to Arcade1Up. They sent us a new PCB, and it fixed it so we can still play it, but we can't get online anymore. The online's just shot, so when you press the live button, it doesn't do anything. So maybe if one of you guys see this in the community, you can reach out to us, see if we can get that fixed. But I think it's pretty shot. We checked all our connections, and it's disappointing because we just came out with spectate mode, you know, and now it's all for nothing. But it's okay. We got the Joe Sabos marquee in there. Super easy to install. We just peeled off the old one. Didn't even need a hair dryer. Unscrewed the 2 side screws, and then we just popped that guy on and screw him back on, and it was one of the best. This thing looks absolutely stunning and beautiful, and it's something we would probably replace like NFL Blitz with, Ridge Racer, a couple other cabs in the CornerCade. Totally worth the money. To the right of that, we're gonna have Joust. Beautiful looking cab. Love the ball tops there. Same as MK30th as far as game lineup goes. Some might wonder, like, well, why do you have both of these? Well, if you wanted to play online, you could play, you know, side by side kind of thing. You don't have to do crammed all at once. I was able to move Blitz out of here, and then we fit another cab in. So if I get rid of my 4 players, we can kind of make it go down to from 18 cabs, we can bring it up to 23 cabs. So that'd be totally worth it on my end. So that's one of the cabs right now that's kind of in there. Obviously, if something new comes out, let's say a Tekken, a Soul Calibur, something of that nature, I'll probably sell Joust, kind of move the drill. But as soon as that happens, we'll see. But for right now, it's staying nice and pretty in this cool, really cool looking row. And then to finish it off, we're gonna have Tron right to the right of it. Great looking cab, super fun to play. Wish I had a molded coin door. But there she is, Tron. Gonna swing you guys back around this way. And we have an empty spot right here, and that's where Fast and Furious is gonna go. I'm planning on putting it right here just because of the foot pedals so it doesn't get caught in the aisles. We'll put it right here, and hopefully it'll sit nice and pretty, and we'll have a lot of fun with that. But that'll be for Fast and the Furious when it comes out sometime, I would assume in May or summertime. To the right of that, we're gonna have the Yoga Flame Street Fighter Edition. Same as the Shinku Hadouken Edition. Super fun to play. Love the form factor. Again, you can play online with each other now. If something like a Street Fighter Alpha 3 comes out, or another type of Street Fighter, we definitely would replace one of our Street Fighter cabs with that going forward. But for right now, it's going to stay put in the CornerCade. Great form factor. Love it. To the right of that, we're going to have XMen. We did, me and my wife did beat this several times. We got our use out of it. We love it. It's an iconic, classic beat 'em up game. If it was a 2-player, I would definitely keep it. But it's a 4-player. So we're going to have to, it is up for sale right now. So we're going to move on from XMen. And once I move on from XMen, I'll be able to fit 2 players in there. So again, we're adding more arcades into the CornerCade, which, you know, John D, if you're listening kind of thing, anyone from Arcade1Up, if I want to play 4 players, I'll hop online. All these cabs have online features, so we don't need a 4-player control like ever going forward. I think that's something you guys should move away from, just because like someone like me, for example, could buy twice as many cabs. I mean, wouldn't that make sense? So I'm sure everybody runs into the same amount of spacing problems that when you have a home arcade that I do. So that's just my 2 cents opinion on that. I really think we should move away from the 4 players and just solely focus on 2 players. And again, if I want to play with people like a 4-player game, I'll hop online. But that's X-Men. Definitely a fun cabinet, but we're going to move on from it just so we can fit more games in the CornerCade. NFL Blitz is next. Something we won't move on from. I know it's a 4-player, but it's going to sit on this end cap here for right now. So I don't have any plans to move away from this. Obviously, I wish it was a 2-player to make it 10 times better. But here's NFL Blitz. Super fun to play. You got the 3 games on there. NFL Blitz 99, NFL Blitz 2000 Gold Edition. Super fun to play. Got to change out that marquee though. They really dropped the ball with that. It literally looks terrible. I mean, you guys can see right here. Look at those 4 marquees. So high def, so nice. And then you got Blitz. I just don't get it. So we're gonna have to replace that with Joe Sabo's marquee if we end up like obviously hanging on to this one, which I definitely intend to. So we'll kind of see where that goes from there. But definitely love NFL Blitz. Blast to play. Swinging over to Turtles in Time, where we kind of started out here. Another 4-player. This one will be replaced as well. It is up for sale. Again, we'll fit 2 player here, which will gain 2 more cabs, so a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 on this little cluster, which would be awesome. But Turtles in Time, got the 2 games on there. Super fun to play, beat 'em up wise, but again, we're going to move on from it just so we can get some more games in the CornerCade. To the right of that, we're going to have Miss PacMan. Miss PacMan, Let's Just Like Turtles is also up for sale. I absolutely love Miss PacMan, but I think with the deluxe is coming out, I'm going to move on from Miss PacMan, this black and pink edition, and get the traditional blue and pink when it comes out. It is up for sale now to kind of jump the gun started. I may get Pac-Man Deluxe. I'm kind of up in the air about that. The one thing about this one is you have to sit down in front of this. You can see here it's a little bit shorter. Great shot here of like the Yoga Flame. Yoga Flame is about like 3 inches taller. It does make a difference. So if you're 6 foot, like I can't stand in front of this cab and play it. So it's kind of a bummer. So I was thinking about moving on and getting the deluxe versions. But this one's super fun. Like I don't want to get rid of this one. I play a lot of the games on here. Galaga, obviously, all the Pac-Mans except for Pac-Land or whatever it is. That was terrible. But definitely have fun playing this guy. So that is all the cabinets in the CornerCade in a gist. I'm going to go over quick like some of the artwork with you, and then I'm going to go over the future plans of the CornerCade as well. So if we swing over here, as you guys have seen this in my previous videos, Mortal Kombat 2 like promotional poster. These are all straight from like the original dates and everything, so it's even got like the information down there, so you can kind of see that. Super cool, super fun, really brings like nostalgia to the room. Moving on to the House of Dead here. It's got like the arcade in it. Super fun. Definitely love that. I got the Ridge Racer here. These are like Tin Signs and Killer Instinct. I had these ones custom made on Etsy. And then we got Terminator 2. Got the arcade in there, super cool looking. We got XMen versus Street Fighter. Love that one too. Got a couple marquees here. It's gonna be NFL Blitz and Time Crisis with a power-up sign. And then we got the Simpsons arcade, another promotional poster. Let's swing you guys over here. We're gonna have the Street Fighter one right above Big Blue. It's the first Street Fighter there. Got the Mortal Kombat tin sign, the Simpsons tin sign. We got the Hydro Thunder Spider-Man sign and a Killer Instinct marquee. These ones are super cool. NBA Jam promotional poster. Of course, we got the CornerCade neon sign. You guys have seen this before. We got the Primal Rage, XMen, Turtles, and NBA Jam marquees. Nice little shot there. And then we got the Street Fighter 2 New Challengers promotional poster, super cool. And we got the WrestleMania one. Over here we got Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat 4 with the Captain America street sign. And those are marquees right above Tron. And then we got NFL Blitz and Hydro Thunder tin signs. And I got those custom made on Etsy as well. Over here we got Jurassic Park. They came out with a Jurassic Park shooter. I'm definitely getting that. That would be super fun. And then the much rumored WrestleFest promotional poster. Hoping they come out with a WrestleFest, and it's got to be 2-player. It's got to be 2-player Arcade1Up. Got Capcom Bowling, Outrun, and Bubbles tin marquee signs. And then we got a Tekken promotional poster to finish off this little section in here. Gonna give you guys a shot coming back. So that's that. And then the back side, we're gonna have Turtles in Time promotional poster, and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and Mortal Kombat 2 marquee sign. And then we got Gobi light strips going around the whole room. And you can change the color. These are all Bluetooth enabled, Wi-Fi enabled. They're super cool. Nice little add-on to the room. We usually just keep them on purple. It's a nice soft color, so I'll give you guys a pano shot around here of what the arcade looks like with all the artwork. And then we're gonna go into future plans real quick. So I got this nice row going here, and I love the rows. So we're gonna try to add, get rid of X-Men. We're gonna add Fast and Furious and add 2 kind of mystery cabs in the future to kind of fill out this little area here. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Get rid of Turtles, add 2 cabs here, possibly upgrade that from that PacMan. And then I want to put something. I actually can fit another cabinet here. I'm gonna get rid of that door jam right there, and then we'll still be able to open the door like 75%. So I'm gonna put a cabinet next to Star Wars. And it's gonna give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cabinets in this row, which will be super cool. So I can add an additional one right there. If I swing this guy over, I can add a cab to the left of Golden Tee. There's plenty of room there for one of those. So we'll hopefully add something there. And then we should be good with about 23 cabs in the CornerCade. So that's the future plans for the CornerCade. I really appreciate you guys sitting through the whole room tour. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Please give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't. We're going to come out with more content in the CornerCade. So if you want to get any notifications or you don't want to miss anything, please stay tuned. And this is Danny from the CornerCade, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.